Hi Chad, welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? It is about to be the 16th of December of 2022 and we're back for yet another stream. I am tired. I didn't sleep well last night and I forgot that my cleaner comes on Thursdays, and so I was woken up by my doorbell this morning and had to scramble to get dressed to let them in to clean my house. So extreme first world problems, but I got up earlier than I expected. But anyway, we're here. Let's see. JJMC was first today. Large Popping is also here. Hello, hello. Grundevuer. How's it going? Yeah, the only time that I will use NumPy is if I am at gunpoint or there's no other possible way. For instance, like my CV2 project. Otherwise, I will avoid the data stack like a plague. Valgadari, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I know people use it to add numbers sometimes, and I'm like, but why? Airbounce, hello, hello. Connection, dude. Today's on time, not struggle through trying to finish it on a phone. Right? Lunch Popping says, I didn't get part 2 yesterday. I got it by cheating, and then I got it somewhat legitimately, but my solution in Python took 3+ minutes to compute. Well, in CPython. In PyPy, it took 6 seconds. Which, now that PyPy is like not super behind CPython in like version and functionality, maybe next year I'll use PyPy. Maybe I'll do all my problems and all my answers in PyPy. Just because it's way faster. And everything in this is essentially CPU bound. Although if I have to reach out to Z3, then maybe I'll have a virtual M for CPython. But anyway, let's see. Grandpa's iPad is also here. Hello, hello. Fakester Jake's here. Dude says, just managed to finish up day 15 a minute ago. Nice, nice. Welcome, welcome. Eric is also here with Spinnies. as we do. Let me get things set up and then we can blab about stuff. I have a cool thing to show you that I worked on today-ish. That's not how this works. Day 0 to day 16. That'll be part 1. Put the cursor in right spot. Okay. But I'm already not feeling great about solving today because you know that feeling behind your eyes where you're like, I'm a little tired. But yeah. Airmans is muting to set up. No puzzle, only spin, right? Vwoo says, let's go! Indeed, indeed. But I was working on this today. A little bit of spoilers from the first part of it, but I now have hands-free egg hatching in Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so it now hatches eggs, but the hatching of the eggs isn't the hard part. The hard part is reorganizing them in the box. Also, I realized I should look at how much time I have. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. Can't show you this. We have to solve today. We have to solve. Yeah, and I almost missed the beginning. I'll show you that after. But yeah. Good luck to everyone who's solving today. And for those of you that are muting, I guess, well, you've already muted. But good luck, have fun. And I'll see you on the other side. Oh. Not a great place to start, but that's fine. All right, we're up. We have directions. I'm hoping keyboard works today, or mouse works today. It's looking like it so far. Okay. This looks like a bin packing problem. Okay, you have a bunch of valves, got it. And places that they lead. They're closed. You spend a minute moving to valve VB, another minute opening it. Okay. Flow rate, blah, blah, blah. Probably open many or all the valves by the time 30 minutes has elapsed. However, you need to release as much pressure as possible, so you need to be methodical. Consider this approach. Okay. What is the most pressure in 30 minutes? Okay, so this is a graph problem with edges. I'm thinking Dijkstra. So let's parse first. Edges equals Wiktionary. Yeah, Wiktionary. I don't know if I'm gonna need the reverse edges for line and s dot split lines. Let's see. This name this equals s dot split. Targets equals rest dot split space, and how do I get rate? Bug. Regex. Rage. I have S. No, these are supposed to be line. Okay, assert match none. Okay, so then we can say edges name equals targets. Rates equal rate is a Wiktionary. Rates name equals int match 0. So that should get us our parsing. Do we start at AA? I assume we start at AA. You start at AA, everything is closed. Its flow rate is 0, so there's no point in opening. You could spend 1 minute moving to valve V. Okay. Right, so we need to maximize rather than minimize. So we actually want largest cost rather than smallest cost. So we want to maximize flow rate and minimize time. I don't quite know how to map that out. We only have 59. It's actually not that much to traverse the entire state space. I'm gonna try and write a Dijkstra's, but I don't know that it's actually the right way to do this. And I don't quite know how to model it. We could say that things... We want to maximize. Usually we're minimizing, but today we are maximizing. We could minimize the negative number, but we also want to... I think we should just depth first with pruning. Yeah. So we will just do best is a mapping from time to total, and we will create a to-do, which is 0 at AA. Oh, this will be our path. And there's no reason to revisit. I think there is a reason to revisit. Can we revisit? I think we can revisit. So we actually want the edges in both directions. Oh, they are listed in both directions. Okay, we don't have to compute the reverse edges. Okay. Depth first means that we will oh, we have 3 parts. We have score, we have time left, or I guess minutes taken. It takes 1 minute to travel and then 1 minute to open. Okay, so we actually have more than this as well. We have we also have opens, which is I'm going to represent as a set. Okay, while to do, we are going to pop a value. We have score, time, open and opens and route. Okay, so then what do we want to do? We want to, if we do best.setDefault time score, if score is greater than we could open a vault later. I don't know if this pruning is right. Because we have variable rates, we have multiplication. Opening big value earlier versus later. Like we could skip opening things and traverse, so I don't know that this is right. I could also throw this into Z3 and Z3 would just give me the answer. I could just describe this problem and Z3 would know. The score is less than best time. Then continue. This is going to be our pruning. I don't think this is right, but that's fine. We will find out. Otherwise, we have 2 options. We can either open valves or move. So we need all of those as potentially moving. Okay, so we need to extend our options here. So our options are either open or move. And we need to increment time. So time plus equals 1. And then we need to extend oh, we also have to say if elif time is equal to 30, then we break. And then return best 30, I think is our result here. Okay. If route -1 not in opened, then that is one option that we can do. To do dot push score plus 30 minus time times rates route -1. So that is score minute 2 you open DD. Then 1 minute moving to BB and another minute opening it. Doing so would release pressure during the remaining 28 minutes. At a flow of 13, so you get 28 times 13. So we would take 1 to move to B and then another to open it. So we would have 30, we'd have 28 times the rate. Okay. Got it. So that's score. Time is time. Opened equals, or opened with route -1. And then the route doesn't change for that one. We have the other option, which is moving. I actually think opening is going to be more optimal, so I'm going to do that last. That way our stack, we depth first quicker. Yeah. For next in edges, for next P in edges, route -1. If next P in routes, we're gonna prevent doubling back, which I think is optimal. And we will push. Instead of push, it's append because we are in Python. We're not in JavaScript. Do not append. Score doesn't change. Time we've already increased. Open doesn't change. I should actually make this a frozen set, that way I don't make mistakes. And then our route is route plus next P. And then this should go burr, I think. Why do I have this open here? Tuple. Type annotation. Gonna ignore that. Oh, I did match 0. I wanted to do match 1. Enough values to unpack expected 2, got 1. What? Motherfucker! God damn it. That's so stupid. That's fucking annoying. Key error 30. Why do we stop at 15? What? Why did we stop at 15? Why did we stop at 15? What? What the fuck? Did we somehow not get more routes? Do we need to double back? That number seems too small. We opened the third one and then we're just like, fuck it, nothing else. Weird. Oh. This should be continue, not break. And now it's gonna run forever-ish. Oh. I might need to actually do smart things. Doesn't do anything. Why isn't this pruning properly? Oh, I'm thinking about this wrong. It's weird that when you switch from minimizing something to maximizing something, brain no worky anymore. Which is kind of weird. This problem doesn't seem hard. I'm just not thinking about it well. I'm not even sure why I'm not thinking about it well. Maybe what I think about it is rate instead of final value. That might make it easier to think about. Because it's really like rate at room that we want to maximize rather than final value. That would prioritize bigger rate first, but I still don't think that's useful. I think we want scores for reaching a particular node, a particular path. I don't know what to maximize here. That's the problem. I don't know that I need to know the route either. Think about the theory of Dijkstra's. So the theory of Dijkstra's is that you're always analyzing the shortest path because you can pop that from the dictionary. The shortest cost to get to that path. But in Dijkstra's, you know what your outcome is. It's always finding the result path, at least in the way I've used it before. How could I adjust that to instead look for biggest value? We could continually search for a larger value than the one that we get. That, I think, just creates everything again. Huh. Hey, what's up, Wilfred? Hello. You miss me, but I'm right here. I've been here every day. Come back to us? What does that mean? You my normal stream times? I mean, yeah, basically just Mondays are not a thing at the moment. I stream on Saturdays still. Fuck. I don't even know how to think about this. My brain is empty. Hmm. I know I've done a problem similar to this in the past. I'm gonna clone all of my advent of codes. We've definitely done like a scoring problem in one of these. Knowing me, I would name them best. It gets difficult on day 16? No, I'm just not thinking. I'm just not thinking. I don't feel like thinking. I'm brain empty. Really? Definitely not a part 2 sort of problem. This is a bit hackery problem. But we can also search for these feel like problems that I would have written that way. Ah, shit. Do. Why isn't this command working? Oh, because we were missing a single quote here. This is where I want all repos, but what is this one trying to do? Is it nodes with weights? I don't think this seems similar, but it's not quite. To do recursive type, yeah. This one doing? Don't remember that problem. This is just a path depth problem. Man, 2017, why was it so much easier? Yeah, that one's just another graph traversal. This was the hashing problem. Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling today. I don't think I'm gonna get points. I'm now trying to figure out how I did this before, a similar problem before in a previous year. Yeah, because usually the way that I think about this is we compute one. Well, when you do depth first, you compute one value, and then you prune everything that's worse than that. In this case, you don't really know if it's worse until you complete the path, which is why this is painful. So I would need some other heuristic to prune there. And I don't think it's always optimal to just open the valve at the current position. I also don't think it's always optimal to not revisit. Because you could imagine a scenario where you race to open like a 1,000 valve and then you backtrack to open like a 2 valve or something. And so it makes sense. Well, actually, you wouldn't open the 2 valve. You would go forward, open big valve, backtrack, maybe go over here to open another big valve and skip tiny valve. And that would be way more outcome than short one. Last day is a freebie. It's not always a freebie. Sometimes they're complicated. Don't spoil part 2, Meat Finder. The flashing problem. This is a good one. Still that one. Did Diffie Hellman 1 year for day 25? I think I remember that one. Yeah, here's the Dykstras again. No efficient way to find max path in an unweighted graph structure. If your graph is acyclic. Ugh. Not really the longest. Yeah. Fuck off. Oh no, topological sort. It's not really longest path. Ugh. Really think about what makes something optimal here. Anyway, through the tunnels like this, you could probably open many or all the valves by the time 30 minutes have elapsed. You need to release as much pressure as possible, so you need to be methodical. I read down your size cookie? No. 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 You must internalize the lore? Yeah. Can't you just try all permutations of all possible valve minutes? No. There's a lot of paths. There's a very large number of paths. There are an extremely large number of paths. Most of them are useless, though. Maybe we can find out a way to say that things are useless. Hey, what's up, Pill Streamer? Hello, hello. And again, I'm not looking for hints. Obviously, I could figure that part out. Only 15 actual operating valves? And that's not necessarily true because I don't do those. So if we look at this input, we have 59 valves here. So it's a little trickier than that. Oh, but we have a lot of rate 0 valves in this input, at least. Oh. There's only 15 useful valves. And here there's only 10 useful. Oh, there's not even 10 useful valves. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 6 useful valves. There are only 6 useful valves. Okay. And this one only has 15 useful valves. Oh, that makes it a little bit easier. I think in that case, we just find the ones that are useful and we give every permutation of reaching them. Our success is reaching all of those valves. So we find all of the paths that can reach all of those valves. We find the shortest paths that can reach all of the permutations of those valves. Someone tells me that's gonna be too big. Also. Oh god. Okay. We ran out of the memories there. We don't actually need to do it that way. Type is not right. Yeah, I don't think every permutation is gonna work out there. 15 mod 21. Oh wait, percent 21. That 15 bang. Oh, yes. Very extremely large number. Right, that's what permutations is. Doesn't opening the pressure in a valve that is connected to a 0 valve will end up increasing the pressure? No. No, these are just like... This will always output 20 for the rest of the time that it's open. The not useful valves are just nodes. They're graph nodes. They're traversal points. They're costs to get to a place. Like going from, well, A to B is not useful, but to get to C, well, C also. There's one that's, yeah. Like, to get to H, you have to go from F to G to H. These are just... You have to go to E to F to G to H. So the cost to get to H is 3 from E. Like, I could simplify the graph by eliminating any of the straight path zeros. Oh, actually, you can go straight to G by skipping F. F is literally useless. I can figure that out. I don't know the computer can. But okay, so definitely not all permutations. Yes, so there's got to be a way to maximize our paths. Yeah, it's not a voltage resistance problem. Nope. I wonder if it's even possible in our input to hit all of these. You didn't give me the right answer, yeah. Look, I suspect it's not possible to open all these valves in 30 minutes. Because you would have to move and open every other time. So... Not coming up with the idea on how to prune here, which is unfortunate. You aren't sure how such a system got into a volcano, right? Select right answer from all numbers, yeah. What you get from a point is time left minus cost of travel times pressure. Yes. From any valve, there must be a single best value to travel next. Not necessarily. Like, you can't know that going from, you know, A to I is not best because I could lead to something with an extremely high flow rate like J. That could be higher than D. You don't know greedily where to go. One line per starting point. There's only one starting point. We're always starting at A. It's a traveling salesman problem of sorts, but with small enough useful points. And let me remind myself what a topological sort is. I feel like that's a thing. Takes a directed graph and returns an array of nodes where each node appears before all the nodes it points to. Fuck off. Oh my god. Holy shit, I clicked the X. In scheduling and a sequence of jobs or tasks based on their dependencies. Well, we don't have dependencies. Yeah, I don't think topological sorting is helpful here. Kahn's algorithm, not to be confused with Kuhn's algorithm. That's funny. You can try drawing the graph. There might be a pattern in your particular input. I mean, even if we take this one and draw it, I don't think it's actually going to help us. So I don't think we're looking. This isn't like a pattern recognition problem usually. This is a do the thing problem. But sure, we can draw, and I don't think it actually helps us. AA can lead to DD and I. E. It's gonna be a lot of drawing. Stupid thing. BB can lead to CC and AA. Add CC here. 2. CC can lead to DD. Fuck. And then DD can lead to CA and E. I am shitty graph phys. E can lead to F and D. Yeah, I don't think this is showing me anything at all. F can lead to E and G. G leads to F and H. And H only leads to G. I can lead to A and J. Also have J here. I don't know, it just looks like a fucking graph to me with a cycle. Doesn't look that interesting. If only there were a better way to do graph phys, yeah, to actually just use graph phys. I actually don't remember how to do dot graphs. I feel like it's just like arrows. Dot language. Just show me a fucking example. This is directed graph. Direct graph? By edge. How do I? That's not what I meant to say. Shush. Dash dash and undirected graphs. Okay, so if we print this out, we can get a dot graph out of it. Or I'm sure GraphViz will handle duplicates, right? Syntax error. Oh, I have to do graph. What the fuck? Oh. Well, that was fun. God damn it. With open t dot dot. Let's do this. Yay, we have graph. What does it look like for input? This is our input. Where's AA in here? Right there. Grim, how you doing? Welcome, raiders. I am trying to desperately remember how to do graphs again. What are the locations of the actual values, not the empty tunnel? I mean, how do I put shit on nodes? This is an attribute. I don't know how to put shit on nodes in a we can manually do it for this one, but I don't know how to do it in a Okay. I'm just gonna circle the ones that are valuable. BB DC DD EE HH and JJ. Those are the valuable ones in the sample. Pythonic Pie, hello. If you do FAQ setup, you'll get there. Yeah. Eclipse? What? I'm not using Eclipse. How you doing, Grim? I'm doing alright. I'm just I've been having a rough day. brain hurt. Brain not thinking. I don't know my graphs all that well. I mean I do, I just don't know how to do this problem. Yeah, like my gut thought is like find the shortest path to the largest value. But I don't think that is the way. Also, what the fuck happened here? Yeah. Start implementing the new contact list for Pigeon 3. Oh man. If the leaderboard fills up, I will tell you all about Graphiz. Oh my god, the leaderboard isn't filled up yet. What about building it from the bottom when t equals 0 and walking back to t equals 30? I don't think that changes much. T is small, there can only be a few options. I don't know that that's helpful. It's forward and backward doesn't really change anything, I don't think. like there are quite a few cycles here, though. It's almost like a shortcut. Like, we're intuitively trying to maximize values. I wonder if I just do it by hand by guessing. Like, I'm sure I could probably figure out a path that's pretty good. How about, okay, thought of another way that we can prune. We know our score up to a particular point, and we know all of the possible rates after it. And so, if it's impossible to catch up to our best rate, or best score with the remaining rates, then we can kill that path. I don't know that that's a good enough heuristic to finish, though. Maybe it is? Maybe we try that? Graph theory? Yeah, I don't fucking know my graph theory. I don't know my graph theory. Okay. So... So how do I implement that pruning method? I don't know that it's good enough, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. See where it takes us. Okay. So we know this is wrong. We know that's fine. We know that that isn't helpful. We know the possible potential at a point. We know our current score because we've computed that already. Man, keyboards are disgusting. Keyboards are disgusting. Holy shit. I need to clean my keyboard more often. We know our current score. We know how much we could get from reaching other points. And so we need to know how much our potential not opened is. At that point. I take the words and put them into CODs. We need to record. We really just have one answer. Like, we start by computing one answer. That's what our depth first is going to do. So prune equals none. This will be our best will just be a value. Yeah, so that should get us one answer very quickly. Because it is depth first. We are appending. Fuck off here. Fish tuple int frozen set stir tuple stir. That's mad now, my pie. Int is not indexable. Okay, so we know our score. We know the ones that we have opened. We can know our unopened. Well, Wilfred, what have you done? What does that mean? You don't know. Okay, so let's compute the best score we could possibly get at our current point. So that would be score plus we need to sort the remaining unopened things. Sorted V for KV in rates.items if K not in opened. I think I need a reverse sort. Just make a list and then do it that way. And then we are just going to assume we could actually know the amount of time it would take to get to a node, be more accurate, but I think we can just we're just trying to find some pruning and then we can improve on the pruning if this even works. N equals 30 minus time, integer divide 2, or I the 30 minus 2 times I times, well, if best possible is less than best, then continue. Walker Codes, you've given up? Then why? Wilfred gave up too? There's always tomorrows? Yeah. This one's hard. I'll definitely give it a go tomorrow. My brain is full of espresso. Yeah. First one so far by a good margin from the leaderboard. It's still not full. I'd take an attempt at representing this one in Z3. I don't even know how I would get Z3 to traverse a graph though. Yeah, you know it's rough when like even this sample problem is we're struggling to get an answer. It is slowly improving though. Oh, it's the drop song. We haven't heard this one in a while. I feel like there's edges that make no sense that we should eliminate. It says you have 30 minutes? Yeah. Yeah. I bet even the AI guys. Yeah, well, the AI doesn't do so well on these types of problems anyway. Okay, we can probably eliminate a whole bunch of combinations just by actually how much? Don't have a lot of RAM, surprisingly. There's the leaderboard who wants to learn about Graphis. I take it you love Graphis. Sure. Sure, let's improve on my Graphis here. Isn't Graphis written in Perl? Let's see. User bin dot is a symbolic link to sbin libgvc6 config update. What? 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 The fuck? What is this? Why is... I am very confused. Someone put a chart of the average solve times for the top 100 solutions. I think this one takes the cake. Oh yeah, 100%. It's Ubuntu shenanigans? Like, how does it know I want Graphviz? I'm so confused. What is going on here? Your user bin dot is an executable? Yeah, but how does this thing know to... How does this thing know to run... I guess it inspects itself, probably. Anyway, how do I Graphviz? Yeah, it knows you on dot because argv0 will be dot, yeah. It's a little magical, but also... The fuck? Why would they do this? It is angrily saying it's bedtime? Yeah, yeah. Can't see what you've highlighted? It doesn't matter. Not important. Basically how all of BusyBox works? Yeah, I made a video about this. Play with this if you want to experiment. Oh. We have Fig Online. You want node labels. Just show me how to make them. Like this. Uh-huh. Oh. I see. Okay, so if we go back to our graph whiz, we can if rates k does not equal 0, then no, it's still checking away. And if we open up sample, why didn't I get labels? What? Did I not save? Dude, what is going on? Oh. Hey. Didn't even put parentheses around it. Look at that, we got fucking labels now. Doesn't really help us, but Zico, Lolo. Is depth first search or breadth first search faster for this problem? I don't think either are helpful. Well, I don't think breadth first search actually helps at all. Yeah, it seemed to work fine even with it interspersed. But how you doing, Standard Robot? Let me do the full problem as well. I'm actually gonna do that. G, not SVG. Here's now our real problem. Where's AA? A lot of useless nodes near AA. Is it bad that I feel like I could manually trace a path that's pretty good? Yeah, I know there are solutions on the Reddit. I'm not gonna look at those, Jessica. If you put concentrate equals true in your graph scope, you can get rid of the doubled edges. Just have to tell it to think harder. This one. Here we go. M9A, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Just so I sent my resume to my old manager and he responded with just thank, and then a full day later, just exclamation mark. What the fuck? That's kind of wild. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the path is to go to GF, and then go to EK, and then go to AW, and then go to YQ. And then I don't know where from there. And then maybe loop around and try and hit some shit down here. Just manually figure out the path. Do you know a repo that solves this problem? I'm sure there are ones, but not at the moment, no? Bang, bang, yeah. We're currently opening empty things, which is fucking useless. So we should make sure to not do that. That'll speed things up a little bit. But probably not enough. You're doing it manually and start modifying the file input to remove all non-essential nodes? No, the nodes still matter because you still have to travel. Have I solved this? No, I have not. If I had solved this, I wouldn't be streaming anymore. I would be in bed. Gotta be a better way to prune. Or a better way to path. Long running output is just a test case? Yeah, this is just the test case. That's the worst part. This is the actual problem, which seems to be doing even worse. What's the graph you created? This is today's puzzle input. Specifically, this is the sample. Oh, I didn't simplify our edges. This is the sample. And this is our full problem. It's made from GraphViz, yes. Leave all edges of the cost to move from one node to the adjacent node and remove nodes with rate 0. I don't know that that helps a lot. It makes the graph smaller, but it doesn't super do anything. And I don't even know that all of them are possible. Like, I'm sure there are useless nodes that maybe there aren't any. Yeah, I mean, that reduces the search space, but I don't think it actually makes the problem easier. Chip it Hall Ball is low. Welcome, welcome. Oi! Oi, bruv! It also seems like it's a lot of work to do that. I don't know that it actually benefits. We could. I don't know that. Doesn't make this problem significantly simpler. Like, this is the only, it eliminates this node and these two nodes. Doesn't really help you all that much. What if we tell our thing never to backtrack? Uh, then we never get a result. Now we prune faster, maybe? That was interesting because we got a much higher value a lot quicker. We could run one without backtracking and then run one with backtracking. The problem is my pruning method's not good. This is imprecise. It probably doesn't prune all that much. Your depth first search ran out of memory. Can I make this better? So the actual solution backtracks, right? Time for C? C doesn't make this better or faster. Like this is algorithmically problematic, not code problematic. And in fact, Eric designs these problems such that they can run on, 2004 hardware in seconds if you have found the optimal solution. So, I have not finished Meat Finder. I have not. It'd be crazy if NumPy had a solution here. NumPy does not help. Did I get an insight? I mean, sort of, not really. We got graphs. Look at this graph! Every time I do it makes me laugh. What the hell is on Joey's head? Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, we have stopped our thing from opening empty things and stuff that's already opened. Still doesn't help us prune all that much. This feels very similar to the there was a problem that looked I can visualize it. It was like 3 columns in a T. Oops, I don't want to do that. From a very previous year where you had to move things around and there were many combinations of how to move things. Don't somebody graph generated from graphics to show jangled model relationships? Yeah. So let's say that we have traversed our graph. Oh yeah, actually this is very obvious that it needs backtracking because JJ is big number and right at the beginning and definitely needs to get hit at some point. When did the actual situation or one hit JJ? Amphipods? I don't know if that was the one, but something like that. So what if we are greedy? So it's 2 costs to get to 20, and it's 3 costs to get to 21. But it's actually 4 costs to get to 21. 5 costs. Because we would have to go there and return, but we don't know that. 2016 day 11? Let's see. 2021. This is the one I was thinking of. Are you talking about today's problem? I don't think I've done all of 2016. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. It's also crazy that this is not well, it's not crazy because my algorithm sucks. Dongshow says distance and value alone doesn't do it in my opinion. The values that you can open along the way are relevant as well. I'm struggling to prune this as well. Yeah, this one's rough. The real values are the vowels we or the real vowels are the vowels we open along the way. Yeah. So one thing that we can know is from a point we can know how much actual cost the next best unopened thing would be. Like I could improve my pruning slightly, other than assuming we can teleport to the closest one. You're allowed to just skip today's puzzle? Yeah, no, we gotta finish them all. I want to finish them all. But this might be one of the ones where I go to sleep. Chatbot pipe to Graphiz, yeah. Graphiz helps you with that though. How dare you, bot? Yeah, it tried to give you the chat plot for the user pipe space Graphiz. Choco! Hello. Sleep, not an option. Yeah. Yeah. I think if my pruning function were better, this would just work, but I also don't know how to make a better one. Yeah, chat plot. Let's look at Choco's chat plot. Oh, there we go. Oh, you weren't talking to me? Okay. I don't get to skip anything. Yeah, right. Well, Meat Finder. I really like um I like Eric's chat plot, which is I wonder when Eric watches the stream. Oh, you didn't oh wait, no, never mind. I didn't have data before 2020. I was like, you didn't stop by before 2020. I did it in 2019, 2018. But no, it's because it was because I started collecting data in 2015. My chat plot is it December? Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Arabonce's should be similar, although you've started watching some of the during the year streams. Yeah. I don't know what changed this year, but I'm glad you stopped by. Mine is slightly less spiky than Eric's, just slightly, yeah. Everyone's being caught live in 4K, yeah, yeah. And then you have some of them that are insane. Like Marsha's. I think one of Marsha's days has like 1,000 messages in just one day. Yeah, it's 700 messages in one day. Also, I like the trend line, so you can see that people are decreasing engagement over time. Oh. Oh, speaking of trend line. It's okay, Shaz, you have school, I understand. You just thought of a solution for today's. I'm kind of excited. Oh, cool. I'm not. I'm just looking at stupid graphs. Part 2 is super simple and asks for the same number backwards, no tricks. Could you imagine? Alright, now reverse the number. I've never learned a star, but I feel like today's not the day. I also don't know that a pathing algorithm actually helps me here. If I get 696 as part 1, then it'll be the same answer. Yeah. Yeah, that would be how that would work in that world, which isn't the world we live in. No, you have to reverse it, so you get 696 instead. Yeah. Also, chat, did you notice? I have 2 spinny things now. So you've never been in stalefish format? Oh my god, the snailfish. Snot says, when would you say someone peaked as software engineer? What does that even mean? Bang, second spinny thing, yeah. Yeah, work actually sent this to me. But you can see that my ball is bigger than theirs. Okay, so how would I go about pruning this graph? You also have 2 spinny things. You can have so many spinny things. Snailfish killed me so hard. Then I learned about zippers and just did the thing. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't look at this graph. Okay. So one thing that we know about particular paths is they always what? Give the same value like integrals. Functional programming thing? You know, functional programming sucks. Do it. My shiny spreadsheet. Oh, I only need one more shiny Pokemon, chat. And then I'm back to 100%. This is pretty good for the game only being out for a couple weeks. Valve's released Lanternfish as the time ticks they fill up the cave. Yeah. Yeah. Which one? The Weed Cat. I'm missing the Weed Cat. Sprigatito? Something like that. The Weed Cat. Listen. You can't tell me this is not a Weed Cat. But it's also one of the worst shinies in this game. So it's gonna be really underwhelming. Oh, it's a slightly different green color. That said, I got the worst shiny I think that has ever existed today. This thing. Can you tell that they're a different color? Not really, right? they're like barely different. They're pretty cute though. The problem is I have to get about 100 of these because there are two forms. There's 4 family form and 3 family form. 3 family form is 1 in 100. This is 4 family form is 99 in 100. So that's gonna be fun. How come you don't have ad block? Because I'm inside my virtual machine. Yeah. Slightly whiter. Actually, it's one of them is slightly orange and the other one is slightly blue. Let me guess, one is named 696, the other is named 696. Yeah. Precisely. I'm not coming up with new ideas, which is problematic. You try and get the shiny form of the 1 in 100s? Yes. Yes. I currently have, well, I currently have every form when gender can change or when form can change, which means that I have this Pokemon, which has, well, they don't even show the forms here. Show it in the Gen 9 decks? Okay, anyway, this Pokemon has 2 forms also. That's also 1 in 100. Are you going for both the Dunsparces? Yeah, but that one's easy. I spent a half an hour catching shiny Dunsparces today, and I got 4 of them. So we extrapolate that out a little bit. It's gonna take me about 13 hours to get the other Dunsparce, which I've done shiny hunts that take 1,000 hours, so it's not a big deal. You heard of Floyd's algorithm? I've not. Finding shortest pass in a directed weighted graph. Shortest pass in a directed weighted graph with positive or negative edge weights, but with no negative cycles. Single execution algorithm will find the lengths of the shortest pass between all pairs of vertices. Ooh, diagonalization tables. I don't know if this actually helps. He got an algorithm name, but it was basically the same as one that was published 3 years earlier. And some other dude in the same year. Does so by incrementally improving an estimate on the shortest path between two vertices. Well, we don't know a target vertice. I don't know that this helps. I feel like a tiny bit of Anthony died the day Game Freak introduced extra evolution forms. Yeah. Or like weird random chance variants. Fortunately, some of the extra evolution forms aren't that big of a deal to get. Like, yeah, you just catch a bunch of the base ones and trade to the right game. Well, yeah, all of the forms, God, the gender forms, oh, those are a real pain in the butt. Especially for some of the Pokemon that it's like 1 in 16 of their gender, and then you have to get both of them. When you get like 12 male Burmese in a row, and you're like, fuck, why? Deerling and Tatsugiri aren't too hard. Deerling, you don't actually need to get the other forms because you can convert the form. Tatsugiri I already have. I don't have the new Taurus forms yet, though. And I don't have the white Billy guy. What is he called? Squawkabilly. Which, for the longest time, I thought it was Squawkability, and a lot of people made the same mistake. What's the worst shiny? Probably Tandemos. I don't really like Groudon either. I think Groudon's shiny is shitty. Although they made it slightly better. They made it slightly more gold. It used to be like very puke green. Yeah. I don't like this. Still kind of gross. Anyway. There's a lot of very subtle shinies. This game has a lot of very subtle shinies. Anyway, that's unrelated. I need to figure out something or give up and go to bed and look at it tomorrow. Or cheat and look at the subreddit. Or get a very direct hint from chat, which is what we've gotten before. Head empty, no thoughts, yeah. Rebels Coder, hello, hello. How's it going? Yeah, it's 2 a.m. and we haven't really started part 1, so you know we're having a great one. I don't think this is helpful because this is breath first. Breath first is never gonna do what we want. It's not you. I'm also just Googling extremely vague things, which is not gonna help me. No SQLite tonight? Yeah. We haven't done SQLite in a while, although aneurysm, I am very proud of my day 12 SQLite. I have managed to implement Dijkstra's using JSON. That's a new sentence right there. Outdated version says joining into graph algorithm googling what fresh hell is today's question. Today's question is rough. Did you solve 2016 day 24? No. I have only done 2017 onwards and the first 7 days of 2016. Yeah. So I think if I improve my pruning method, somehow I can get to an answer, but I mean, there are a few like kind of obvious reasons why this is bad. And like we can improve them slightly by knowing the distance here and prune faster. And we can slightly reduce the number of edges we reach by combining these and turning them into weights. That just reduces the graph size. It doesn't actually help me get to an answer though. Like it does reduce a whole bunch of useless paths that I'm making, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe we can try and do that. Semi-group, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. But if you just search a million random permutations and pick the best one, hoping to get lucky, that's the problem. You don't even know the right permutations because you have to traverse the graph. You have to somehow get a permutation that's in the right order. Also, I'm pretty sure given so there's 15 useful nodes in this one. I think it's impossible to hit all 15 in 30. So you have to pick and choose which ones you can. Doug, would you have to feel for asking ChatGPT? ChatGPT wouldn't help me here. ChatGPT is not smart enough to come anywhere near. ChatGPT could explain a graph algorithm to me, but I would need to know what graph algorithm I want. Yep. I don't know that at all. This thing keeps pinging me to turn on two-factor, and I've definitely always had it enabled. Tragic? Yeah. So how would I go about reducing these edges? We know that if we see this edge going from here to here, then we could say that this cost is 2 and this node no longer exists. But then we also know that this goes from here to here. We could reduce that down to a cost of 3 to go from here to here. That sounds complicated to write, and I don't think it benefits as much. So we can kind of represent the cost reward as a function of the time, the current time. Like if we're at ZB, we know the cost reward of going to this and turning it on is 1, 2, 3 units, and then so minus 3 time units plus 17 times remaining time units. I don't know that modeling that actually helps me something. Pixel says only 15 useful nodes, and there's time to visit only about half of them. Visiting all choices of 8 out of 15 is tractable. Yeah. But we don't even know which ones we want to do. Like we could just say, oh, it's the biggest ones, or oh, it's the closest ones. But it might not be that. I might have to visit fucking TM over here. Yeah, you don't know which 8, that's the problem. Yeah, visit all of them, but then you're back to doing all permutations again. 15 choose 8 is 6,000? Yeah, I know. Oh. 15, choose 8. Oh. But, so that's 6,000, and then, well, that's 6,000 orderings, and then each of them you have to figure out you still have to permute those 8. I think 8 factorial is still a big number. Well, it's not that big of a number. Idea. But it would also kind of be guessing. Doesn't feel like it's algorithmically solving this. It's thinking about the problem, which maybe that's fine. $15 choose 8 times 8 factorial. Yeah. Yeah, which is still a big number. Does it understand this notation? No. Choose 15 8. There we go. That's 1,000 million. That's not that many iterations, but we still don't know. We still need to figure out a path that satisfies that, which is not cheap either. And a lot of these paths are not possible. Maybe that's fine. We could figure out the paths from each node to each other node. Pathfinding can be pre-computed? Yeah. Kind of. Like we can know the cost to go from one node to another. We can know whether a node is possible. Whether a combination is possible. And we can find the shortest path to all those pretty easily. We're going to really pick Simmer for an hour? Yeah, so we can... Let's write this idea down. Is this actually a graph covering problem? Not quite. Isn't the path important too? We might have a longer path, but with a juicy node in the middle. I mean, shortest path to cover something in order. So like if you covered CD, then ZB, then RG, it doesn't make sense to go from CD all the way around here, back to guitar G. Right? So. But we also have to always start with AA. Yeah, so take a subset of the nodes for the base problem. This is all of them. Compute Mute the set of nodes. We still have to like compute the cost for fucking everything. I still think this is gonna be way too slow. Also, we would still be super guessing on these. I don't know how we would pick a subset of the nodes. Winner and 50 still got rank 430. Nice, nice. Do you have a hint in the right direction? What is crit? Otherwise, I'm probably gonna wrap up here, go to sleep, wake up, and read the subreddit. Cause yeah. Most nodes have flow 0, so no need to consider those. Yeah, I've already factored those out. Sort of. I don't ever turn on flow 0 nodes. Do you think AOC is harder this year than previous ones? Eric had a graph earlier that showed completion time of last year's day 16. But it is gone off screen, annoyingly, so. Yeah, so we're already skipping this. Today feels like a Saturday night problem, right? And it's fucking Thursday. V Tempuro, hello, hello. Did you get there, Arrow Bounce? You're usually good at these. I guess I could check my leaderboard just to see who else of my crew has gotten these. Here are these. There's no one from work has gotten this. Well, a bunch of you have it for today, though. Aerobounce has. Oh, you have part 1, but not part 2. Oh no, Aerobounce. Meat sauce. Hello, hello. That's even more concerning. Oh god, what could possibly be part 2? Are weekend problems harder? Usually, yeah. How you doing, Snow? I mean, we could start actually eliminating these nodes and going to a cost graph instead. I don't know that that helps us a lot. It does prevent us from, like, backtracking around through these. How to do that well, though. I'm doing well. I just watched Wednesday. Is that a movie? Is that a TV show? How can you watch a day? You love it? I really watch TV. You only need to consider permutations of non-zero flow values up to t less than 30. Oh, it is actually this, so I just need to do this, I guess. Watching on Netflix? I don't have Netflix. I don't know what the Addams Family is. I live under a fucking rock, Snow. Right? Man can only think about programming. Yeah, programming and Pokemon apparently, and the intersection of the two occasionally. And other things, but yeah. Anyway. Okay. I guess if that's good enough to get there, I just need to do it then. Do I read books and fiction? Yeah. Sometimes. I haven't read a book in a while though. Technically the last book I read was nonfiction. It was a pseudo autobiography-ish of sorts. What's it even called? Like a one-word past tense verb. Now it's not at all. What was it even about? It was about. I think it's called Educated. Yeah, it was called Educated. Tara Westover. That was the last book I read. Don't you have 15 bang 1 trillion permutations? No, because we can't possibly reach all 15 nodes. We just try more and more permutations until we can't possibly get there. I think is the idea. Like we start with 1 and we say, okay, if we can reach this 1 node, what is our best time? Okay, cool. Then we try 2 of the nodes. We permute each 2 combinations of these. We path to all of those in the ideal or in the shortest path. And then we figure out the best time from those. And then we try 3 and then 4. And then eventually you get to a point where you can't do any time. And so then it's the answer from the previous set of permutations, I think is the idea. Which is what I had already started doing. And so now how do we program that is the tricky part. So let's just try and do that. You don't know until you check the permutation if it takes too much time or not? Yeah. That's fine, I think. I think that's fine. You can reuse the previous paths you computed as well. Because path of length 7 plus another node is just how long it took to do this one and then this thing. For the sample input, it's all of them though. Yeah. So you keep track of all of the paths. This is gonna take a lot of memory. I was in your Twitch recap, yo. Professional Anthony Stan, nice. And so instead of thinking about it as permutations, we could really just think about it as we could do it recursively. I'm gonna fill up my water and think a little bit while I'm filling up my water. I will be right back. That's not the right button. Yeah, now we're committed. Now we're not going to bed. Fucking thanks, chat. Okay, so I think the first thing that I want to do is compute the distances between all of the useful nodes in the graph, just so that we can look them up quickly and don't have to keep computing them later. And that's not that many things. It's what, 15 times 14-ish? So let's compute the true costs between all useful nodes in the graph. We'll start with that. Feels just like college. I was a good kid in my programming classes. I was a good kid in my programming classes. I always did my projects early, and I never stayed up to work on a project. Although that's actually not true. I stayed up to work on a project on the day it came out, because I would like go into ADD hyperfocus mode and like couldn't think about anything else, and so I stayed up way too late for no reason. Did that a few times. But no, the only times that I stayed up late was to do shit that I didn't want to do, like English or history. Actually just English. Yeah, English was like the only class that I didn't want to do. I only worked on projects a week early for one class, and that's because I thought the deadline was a week earlier. Okay, so I don't want to say that I didn't enjoy English. There was some good stuff that I did in classes, but my last writing course was the most depressing course I have ever taken. It was Eastern European cinema. And the only reason I took it is because it satisfied upper level writing, my history distribution requirement, and my race and ethnicities requirement. I got all three of them. I was like, this course is going to allow me to graduate. This is like the one intersection of the three things that I want to do. But the class was like basically like the first half of the class was all about the Holocaust, which, you know, not the greatest subject to spend a whole bunch of time watching film about. And then the rest of it was about like Eastern European restoration and like persecution of the gypsies and just like a whole bunch of pretty depressing stuff. The other problem with this class is I had a conflict with another class. And so I couldn't attend the movies. And so I had to sketchily pirate obscure Eastern European cinema movies from random websites and somehow try and scrounge together subtitles such that I could write the essays. And I literally one of my essays, I was supposed to compare 4 films. I could only find the torrents for 2 of them. So I was just fucked. And I literally wrote the essay, reached the word count limit, and then I wrote a letter to my my TA, and I was like, "Look, I'm only doing this to graduate. I wrote good stuff about the 2 movies I was able to watch and find subtitles for, but I literally could not go to the other ones. So I'm sorry." And I got an A- on the paper, so I'll fucking take it. But yeah, that class sucked. And that was one of the ones where I stayed up late. The other class was my freshman year English class. Hey, thank you for the follow. I don't know how to say your name, but I appreciate you coming to the stream. I don't think my TA actually cut me any slack there, to be honest. I think my essay was better than the rest of my class, the rest of my small group. But yeah, I definitely didn't actually meet the intended requirements. Okay, shut the fuck, Anthony. We need to find the set of important things here. Okay, meaningful edges equals it is AA plus K for K in the rates if KV items if V. Okay, those are the meaningful edges. Now we need to compute how long it takes to get from one to the other. Which we can do via breadth first search. Seems dumb. Surely there's a better way, right? Maybe. I know there's a thing that I want. Is it combinations? No. No, that'll work because they're symmetric. It's not what I was thinking, but it'll work. Yeah, we'll just insert them in both directions. That way we have the actual weights. Points algorithm, now is your time to shine. I guess you're kind of right, Meat Finder. But breadth first search will work fine. For A, B in itertools. I feel like usually if I import itertools, I've lost somehow. But it is actually what I want for this. Combinations, meaningful edges. Is this keyword argument? Can I say n equals 2 without a backslash? R. The radius is 2. Of course, that's what that stands for, right? Okay, so we say breadth first search, we need deck. I love defunct tools, but it never happens organically. It does it occasionally. NCR, I always wonder what the R stand for. I don't think it's radius. And choose R. Wikipedia. Binomial coefficient. There's no way it stands for radius, right? This is n choose K. But why is it called R in Python? PR. R length tuples. Fuck does R stand for? This is why I hate iter tools. None of this shit makes sense. Why is it called R? It's because somebody, that was the first single letter variable that was available. They didn't want to call it Q for some other reason. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Okay, Factor's not deck with item in it, and the item is A and 0. Which is where we're at. Yes. Number choose remaining? I don't know, they use R for other shit in intertools also, so I don't think that it's necessarily that. We're gonna keep track of the path, that way we don't backtrack, because we know we don't need to backtrack here. Right? Yeah. Okay, path cost equals to do not pop left. If path -1 is equal to B, then we break. Otherwise, we do not extend. We don't need to keep track of costs. Cost is literally the length of the path. This will give us our path. What the fuck am I doing? It's literally just you. To dot extend path, and then next for n in edges path -1. And then weights AB equals len path, and then weights BA equals len path. Let's see what that gets us so far. We have a fuck ton of weights. Aren't those acronyms? Why it's called car CDR and list? No, I have not written list. Import numpy as PD? Yeah. 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 Okay, anyway. Alright, cool. We have computed weights. Now, it's just depth first search through these, is it not? Figure that shit out when I was finished reading the paper that introduced them. Yeah. Yeah, is it not just depth first search through these? Without pruning? Okay, let's try it. Fuck it, let's try it. Blur 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 blur. We don't need frozen set. Might as well keep the path, right? Ground equals content of anterior register. Dorsal register? Whoever came up with that. Fuck them, that sounds dumb. Okay, so this is score, cost. Yeah, it's basically the same shit that we had before, except now we're only looking at interesting things. I don't think this is gonna be good enough. But we'll try it. Score, time, route. Route. Alright, press 1 in chat if you say route. Press 2 in chat if you say route. Press 3 in chat if you say something completely fucking different. This will be an interesting poll. Okay. All right, now someone has to remind me what 1 and 2 was, because I forgot. Sulfite, little math boy, welcome to the stream. Okay, yeah, so we basically just need to figure out all of the remaining choices. I think I'm gonna keep track of remaining with these lists just because it's gonna make the computation easier. Which would be frozen set. It's just this here. Positive rates equals K equals this. Positive rates. And then our iteration is if time is greater than 30, then we, well, actually we do that before we say that it's our best score. Dormio Sid, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Actually, let's just not put things in that would get too big. Easy. 1 was route, 2 was route. Interesting. 1 if talking about path, 2 if talking about a router. Oh. See, that's where you're not internally consistent, little math boy. You wouldn't say root and router? Does your router not root? My other fun one is people that say both of these words the same way. This is a very common southern what is the word? Doubleism? No. They say tin and tin. Don't be New Zealanders? Is that a thing in New Zealand also? The southern US does that as well. Please stop saying rooter, it's making me uncomfortable. Rooter, I hardly know. Okay, anyway. Bye-bye, shitty attempt at pruning. Okay. Okay, what to do? I feel attacked. You said I'm internally consistent? Well, I'm not internally consistent either. I don't know that any of us are. We've all got our problems. Wilfred says, as a southerner, I definitely said tin and tin. Like that? Just like that? Tin and tin? I have a friend who's, I don't know where he's actually from though. He lives in Wisconsin, but he also has the shit. There's a fucking word for this. I can't remember the word. The only reason I know this word is because the last 4 people I've dated are linguistics majors, and they have told me this word. Okay, anyway, we need to do nexts. Okay, for p in positive rates. Oh yes, for p in possible. For p in possible. Southern drawl. No, there's a word in linguistics for when people have 2 distinct words and they pronounce them identically. There's a bunch of other words that also do this that I can't remember. Maybe if I Google 10, same pronunciation, maybe it'll tell me what that's called. IGN boards? Why is that the first fucking result? Celebrities buzz. I've clicked on the most cursed fucking website and it is glitched. Oh, nope. Not gonna scroll down there. Don't want to get banned. Don't know what that was showing. Definitely looked like they were lifting their shirt. We're not doing that. Nope. Okay, never mind. This is why we use adblock. Homophones? No, homophones are words that are canonically same pronunciation. This is a dialect specific thing. Okay, anyway, what the fuck? What are we doing? Needed time equals weights. Route -1 and p. If time plus needed time is less than or equal to 30. It's needed time, it's this plus 1 to turn it on. There's no point in turning it on at the end. Less than or equal to 30? Less than 30 is all that matters. If needed time is less than 30, then we can push on to do. To-do.append. Our new score will be score plus 30 minus needed time times rate p. Our time will be needed time. Our route will be route plus p. Our possible will be possible minus. Does subtraction of frozen sets give me a frozen set? Better give me a frozen set. Yes. Minus p. And that should go burr. We don't need this. Seems too simple. This is still running from before. Should have run the winters. Generator has incompatible type. Where did I make a generator? Oh, we have to do twice. Let's call this BFS. Yes, that is what we'll do. Oh, and this is the wrong thing. Generator has incompatible type stir union stir what? Union stir any. This is going to be collections .deck tuple stir dots. That is too long. Heteronym? Maybe. That sounds closer. No, I feel like you're just making words up now. Argument 1 to append of list has incompatible type. Why are you not... Tuple any? Where did any come from? What? Oh, because this is a variable that doesn't exist? Tuple int tuple stir frozen set. Right, okay, so this needs type annotation. List tuple int tuple stir frozen set stir. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Yes. Yes. No. No. Why? Why did we get different value? Aha! Removing the +1 fixes it! Clearly, that's... Oh god, it's still slow. Hoden, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. We got this part. Oh, is it done? Oh, it's done. Okay. Now we clench our buttholes for part 2. Okay. Threading. Big Ort, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh boy. What did I end up doing? A breadth first search, but I ignored the zeros. Or sorry, breadth first search to figure out the distances between things, and then depth first search. I guess exhaustive search on everything else. Tree growing, gardening, yeah. Mean Machine Rex, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So part 2. Part 2 is tricky. It's not just the number in reverse. I feel lied to, Eric. How could you mislead me? Also, why does it keep doing this? Some formatter is fucky. Oh, weird. So how do we use this approach for part 2? Would I lie about upcoming puzzles? Oh no, 100%. I knew it was a joke from the beginning. So we're really just adding another dimension here. Go to positions. Find 2 trees that don't overlap and sum to the biggest. Kind of. We could key on frozen set. Yeah, so we start by doing this. We can compute best for each set of things visited. And then that should be not that many values. Yeah. Then we can get the inverts of them. We already have this. Yeah, we're gonna get confusing here. We're gonna do the basically just to save some computation. Best possible. ER frozen set. Oh, there's a possibility that we don't compute the others. Oh, wait, no, that's not it either. This assumes that all of them are matched, which I don't think we can reach all of them. This error is saying that we don't reach all of them. Maybe we skip the ones where we don't reach all of them? Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all. But we're storing the wrong values here, so I'm gonna do this in a different way. Kevin, hello, hello. I know it's late enough in the night that you're here, right? Okay. Saves one dictionary lookup. There's no way that that's worth it, but okay. I think I have a. I think I have a support dot every other. Well, I think there's knitter tools for it. Or maybe I didn't find it useful enough that I didn't commit it. JSON, parse, format. Yeah, okay. We don't have one. Done with both parts? No, we're doing part 2. Hey, what's up, Exonity? Hello, hello. I don't know why I'm trying to micro optimize this. Inner tools compare value with every other value in list. Yeah, I know how to do it with this shitty loop. Combinations N2, yeah. Or K1, K2 in iter tools dot combinations best and R equals 2 because we learned it's R from before, not N. Turn max best K1 plus best K2 if not K1 overlaps with K2. Oh. Isn't there all in Python? Yeah. But I don't need it. Doesn't help me here. We did it! Took a bit to get there. Did I just edit part 1.py? No. We fucking did it. I'm not gonna run these 5 times because they're really slow. They're not really slow, they're just kind of slow. But we got there. This will have to do for our timing. Thanks. How you doing, Kevin? It's been a while. Partially because I haven't been streaming now for SQLite. You know, given what I've learned from my recent SQLite shenanigans, this is actually not difficult to do in SQLite. This is actually completely doable in SQLite. Range bomber? I will tell you, but you have to guess first. So what's your guess? And then I'll tell you the answer. 23? Oh, fuck. I remember when I was 23. I'm 31. I'm 31 years fucking old. 69? Nice. Nice. Right, we're going to put these into my ReamD, and then I am going to take my delirium to bed. Oh, but also I'm going to show you the thing that I made in Pokemon. Because I have made a cool thing that is different than the cool thing that I showed you last time. Also, I checked in this one, which is pretty funny. It takes 5 minutes to get this answer. But it starts with leet, so that's how you know it's good. I wasn't even trying to make that joke, I just wanted a high number. Hey. I can't get over how good you look at 31. Yeah, well. Work out a lot. I eat fairly well. I don't know. Day 16. We got there. Will there be a Saturday stream this week? What day does it land on? The 17th. Yeah, I don't see why not. Day 16, part 2, the pie. Why do you not know the types, my pie? It's obviously dict, frozen, set, stir, int. Come on. Surely you could have inferenced that one. It doesn't know about set default. That's why. Red Knight says, my answer for yesterday is different than yours, but still got accepted. See, that's the thing, Red Knights, is every user has different answers. Kevin has made it so you can't just copy paste. Kevin says, been a while, I'm doing fine. Whole family has COVID. Oh. Oh. Oh no. What does Kurt says? How did you solve part 2? Compute all the trees for... Oops, that's part 1. Compute all the trees for less than 26, and then find the biggest one that doesn't overlap. Biggest sum of 2 that doesn't overlap. Who's Kevin? I don't know how to say... You taught me how to say your name, but I don't know how. Still, and I feel bad at this point. But yes, this is Kevin. This is Kevin's new name. Hovsater. Probably. There you go. I'm probably not right. Noinax says, how long have you been programming? 21 years. My programming skills can drink and drive. Not at the same time, though. That's a dumb joke. I don't know why I laughed at that. Okay, anyway, that's gonna wrap us up for today. Oh, right, no, wait. I have a cool thing to show you. I have been... let me show you what I did last time. So, I have been using microcontroller to connect into my Switch and play game. So this is it doing a rather tedious task in Pokemon, which is making sandwiches. Through this, the one on the left is the computer vision. This is the real-time game down here. And so it is currently selecting a particular sandwich that is easy to make and useful. And it is doing that by it's screen reading this portion here to find the number 25. And this minigame is very difficult for some sandwiches and very easy for others. I picked a particular sandwich that gives me egg power 2 and is easy to make. Also, you can see this lags a lot when it does the drag and drop here, mostly because it doesn't look for input while it's moving things. But it makes the perfect sandwich. Okay, anyway, that's what I was doing last time. Today we have an extension of this, which is now it can hatch eggs. So did I catch it at the, oh shit, okay. Let me get it before it hatches an egg. So it rides around in a circle and eventually the egg will hatch and it looks for this dialog box, then presses A. The way it rides around in circles by rotating the camera, so usually it looks at the Pokemon's butt while it hatches. Yep, good shot of a Quaxley butt right there. Then it looks for that dialogue, and then it waits, and then it repeats. Once it is hatched all 5 of them in the party, it then swaps those 5 out for the next 5 in the box. So you can see here, it moves those over, puts them into the right slot, and then grabs the next slot of eggs. Then it has special logic to know like which column it's processing, how many eggs are left, switching to the next box. Let's see if we can get it switching to the next box. Because switching to the next box is the complicated stuff. Oh, maybe right here? Nope. Further on. Oh shit, no, this was the bad one. This is when it fucked up. Is this the good one? Yeah, this will be the good one. This is the most flaky part of this entire operation. Right now it's pressing A, but this screen in the game is bugged. The flying screen, if you select a town and press A, like 3 out of 5 times, it will just ignore your A press. And that's just the game being shitty, because game being shitty. Okay, so not this one, but the one after it should be the one where it switches boxes. Yep, more weed cat ass. Cool. Okay, yeah. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so this is the one where it switches boxes. So it should pick these up and then move them over to the slot. And then I think I even min-maxed the button presses here, so it optimizes it slightly. Yeah, it presses right twice instead of left twice. So that's it, switching boxes. But anyway, I can hatch eggs now. And it's fairly consistent. It's done 8 boxes in a row without errors, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, Noinak, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, do we have anyone still streaming AOC? Or has everyone else gone to bed? Twitch.tv/me. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I spent a bit of thought on it. We rated Soulburn before, so we're gonna try and find someone new. Roostling! Talk about you're stealing my yolks! Why are you stealing my roost yolk? Alka's still streaming. We haven't rated Alka this year. I didn't know Alka was gonna do it this year. I feel like they didn't do it last year. Anyway, go say hi, be nice, etc. Throw up your pythons, bung away. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you around for tomorrow's puzzle. Have a good one, chat, and peace.